Good morning, everyone. I would request to everyone, please settle down as our dignitaries and guests will be arriving soon. And if we have your colleagues outside, so please call them in the Sharda auditorium. Thank you. by Dr. Jigar Patel, Managing Director, Sigma University, along with our Sigma leadership, Dr. Jinal Patel, Dr. Pankaj Kumar, Mr. Sharad, Dr. Rahul Purswani, and Mr. Rahul Kamaria, and all the participants to the Sigma University International Conference of Advanced Research in Science, Technology, and Management 2026, organized by Sigma University in collaboration with UTech University, UEF Vietnam. International institutions, this conference aims to foster interdisciplinary learning and promote impactful academic decisions. Let us begin this with an auspicious occasion with the great enthusiasm and positive energy. To evoke the sense of unity and pride, I request everyone to present, please rise for the university song.
जोत हम लेकर चले, कर्तव्य की राह पर संग संग बढ़े, नव निर्माण का अब इरादा, नवाचार से रचे भारत का वादा। सिग्मा प्यारे मातृ संस्थान, श्रेष्ठता की पहचान, ज्ञान की शक्ति का करे सम्मान, सद्गुण से करे उसका कल्याण, हरियाली में खिले उजले यूनिवर्सिटी।
As a token of gratitude and honor to the university, I would request the student volunteers to light symbolizes knowledge, wisdom, and removal of darkness. To mark the beginning of this conference, we will now proceed with the lamp lighting. I humbly invite our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward for the ceremony.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं
Thank you so much, dignitaries, for illuminating the path of knowledge. To give a glimpse of vision, achievement, and excellence of Sigma University, we now present a short video.
Ladies and gentlemen, every great gathering is elevated by the presence of visionary leaders, distinguished academicians, and global contributors to knowledge. It is now time to honor and felicitate these eminent personalities who have graced this international platform with their presence. From entire Sigma fraternity, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Anil Bhardwaj, Director of the Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad. I request Shri Shailesh Bhai Shah, Honorable Patron and Founder, Sigma University, to kindly felicitate our chief guest of today's function. It is our honor and privilege to present Sir with a shawl, a tulsi plant, and a memento. The tradition of honoring guests with a shawl has a deep root in Indian culture, where offering a shawl has long been considered a gesture of warmth, respect, and heartfelt swagat, as we call it. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It symbolizes not just recognition, but also the values of dignity and hospitality that we hold dear. Put your hands together for the chief guest of today's function. The tulsi plant holds a sacred place in Indian tradition. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now we move forward to felicitate another distinguished international presence, Miss Svetlana Kurbatova, Head of International Program and Project Management Office, Ural Federal University, Russia. She is a respected global representative and an esteemed personality contributing to international academic and institutional collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. Put your hands together for Miss Svetlana. Thank you, sir. Next, we warmly welcome our next guest of honor, Dr. Go Min Hai, Vice President, University of Economics and Finance, Vietnam. I request the dignitaries to kindly felicitate Go Min Hai, Vice President, University of Economics and Finance, Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for our second guest of honor, Dr. Go Min Hai, the Vice President of University of Economics in France, Vietnam. We feel privileged to honor you today, sir. Thank you for being a beacon of inspiration. Audience, kindly join me in giving a warm round of applause. Thank you, sir. Moving forward, I request Dr. Ajita Vanamudan, Dean of Faculty of Science at Sigma University and Conference Chair, Sigma University, International Conference of Advanced Research in Science, Technology and Management 2026, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to all distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, collaborators, industrialists, faculty members, researchers, staff members, and my dear students. It's a great honor and privilege as a chairperson of the conference to welcome you all to the International Conference on Advanced Research in Science, Technology, and Management. On behalf of Sigma University, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed international collaborators and conference chairs, Dr. Lee Trang, Vice President, Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology, Hue Tech, Vietnam, and Dr. No Min Hai, Vice President, University of Economics and Finance, Vietnam. Your gracious presence and leadership truly enrich this global academic initiative. Welcome you, sir. We are deeply honored to welcome our distinguished guest, Professor Anil Bharadwaj, Director of Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad, whose exemplary contributions to science continue to inspire researchers and academicians across the nation. Welcome you, sir. I also extend my heartfelt welcome to our patron, Shri Shailesh Bhai Shah, sir, our Vice Patron, Joshna ma'am, President Dr. Harsh Shah, sir, Vice President Dr. Shreya Shah, Managing Director Dr. Jigar Patel, Provost Dr. Priyesh Gandhi, Registrar Mr. Priyank Patel, Mr. Harshang Patel, CFAO, all deans, directors, head of various departments and various portfolios, faculty members, staff members, and my dear participants. I am pleased to share that the international conference has received an overwhelming response from the academic community. We have received almost 170 abstracts for oral presentations across all the 3 tracks, reflecting a wide spectrum of innovative and impactful research. In addition to this oral presentations, we have received 25 full-length papers which we have submitted to the reputed Scopus Index journals for publications, which will be reviewed, and post-conference the publication will be done. And the journals where we have collaborated for publication are Chemical and Biochemical Engineering, Nanolife, Energy Storage and Conservation, and MSW Management, and various other journals which are Scopus Index. We are also proud to have collaborated with all these Scopus Index journals, offering the good opportunity for our participants so that they can publish their research and create a valuable impact for their CV. This conference brings together a diverse community of academicians, researchers, industry experts, and students across the globe. I once again express my sincere gratitude to all our keynote speakers, session chairs, presenters, and participants for their valuable contributions. I also deeply appreciate the tireless efforts of the organizing committee, faculty members, staff members, and student volunteers who have extremely supported for this event. As we commence this conference, I encourage all participants to engage actively, exchange ideas, and build a meaningful collaboration and relationship. Once again, I extend my heartfelt welcome to you all with a grand success to this event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ajita ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Priyesh Gandhi, Honorable Provost of Sigma University, is a visionary leader known for his commitment to academic excellence and institutional growth. His leadership continues to inspire innovation and quality education. I now invite Dr. Priyesh Gandhi to address the gathering. Sir.
Very good morning to all the dignitaries of the dais. On behalf of Sigma University, I would like to welcome Professor Dr. Anil Bharadwaj sir, Director Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad, Government of India. Dr. Lee Thie Trang, the Vice President, Ho Chi Minh University of Technology, Vietnam, as a conference chair and guest of honor. Dr. No Min Hai, the Vice President, University of Economics and Finance, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Ms. Svetlana from Ural Federal University. All the presenter, session chairs, also the leadership of Sigma University, Sri Shailesh Bhai Shah, Srimati Jyotsna Ben Shah, our Honorable President Dr. Harsh Shah, Dr. Shreya Shah, both of them have joined online. Dr. Jigar Patel sir, Managing Director, my fellow colleagues from Sigma University, all dean directors and participants. On behalf of Sigma University, I wholeheartedly welcome to each one of you, those who are today present here for the international conference, Sigma International Conference. I am glad to share that in year 2024, we have signed an MOU with the Ho Chi Minh University of Technology, Vietnam. And tomorrow we are going to sign an MOU with University of Economics and Finance and Ural Federal University. Yesterday we have signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with Indian Merchant Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mumbai. So as university, our vision is to become a global university, and one of the mission is to have the collaboration with the higher educational institution, research organization to foster the research, innovation and entrepreneurship skills among our students. So we are thriving very hard to achieve our vision through the various missions. So without taking too much time, it is an honor and privilege to have such luminaries, such distinguished scientists, the representation from the international universities, national universities, authors from the various parts of state of Gujarat, also from India, to be part of this international conference and to be part of Sigma University. We are very much glad that you are here and hope that you will enjoy the 2-day stay at Sigma University, and would like to have the much more fruitful collaboration in near future also. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vigyan.
Thank you very much, Priyesh sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. G.K. Patel, Honorable Managing Director of Sigma University, is known for his dynamic leadership and forward-thinking approach. He has been instrumental in expanding the university's global collaborations and academic initiatives. I invite Dr. Jigar Patel sir to address the gathering.
Good morning. So I will start from congratulating entire team of Sigma University Advanced Research Science, Technology and Management Conference team. First of all, give a huge round of applause for yourself. We know without the international collaboration and the support of UTech and UF University, we are unable to conduct this international conference. So we from Sigma family would like to thank from bottom of our heart for supporting wholeheartedly to our entire team. We must thank to Professor Anil Bhardwaj sir. He is an international figure, international research scientist coming in this campus. So वो है ना कि तारे जमी पे, आज हमको ऐसा लगता है कि रिसर्च के तारे सिग्मा की जमी पे है. So I know everybody is knowing about this conference, but one point I would like to really highlight and take a proud of that. We are chasing 300 participations, and so far we have received 306 scripts. So we have achieved more than 100%. So huge round of applause for entire team and wholehearted efforts of the team. Another highlighting point is out of 178 shortlisted scripts, more than 80 scripts are from the students, which is really a big achievement. So I must congratulate the entire students of Sigma University and their mentors. I wish a great success and looking forward to have so much more conferences in Sigma University. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jigar sir. Dr. Shreya Shah, Honorable Vice President of Sigma University, is a passionate educationist dedicated to nurturing talent and promoting academic innovation. A visionary leader and a dynamic administrator, Dr. Shreya Shah, she will be joining us virtually for her address to the gathering, please. And we welcome Dr. Sameer Patel from Indus University and Dr. Rashmika Patel from BVM University before the address. Welcome, everyone.
Just remind us why we do what we do. Not taking much time, as I know there are a lot of things today, exciting things happening at Sigma University. Just 3 lines from my side. Research is not just about discovering answers, it is about asking the right questions. And knowledge is everywhere, meaningful application is rare. Let your research not only be published, but practiced. And that is where real change begins. On this beautiful day, when this historic movement was being, when our team wanted to do this international conference, I was very excited. I did not expect such overwhelming response. Thank you to all of you who made it possible. And we are sure we are going to make this event a flagship event and better and better in the next upcoming years. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Shreya ma'am. Dr. Harsh Shah, Honorable President of Sigma University, is a visionary leader committed to excellence in higher education. His strategic guidance has played a key role in the university's growth and reputation. May I request everyone kindly to turn their attention to the screen for the address by Dr. Harsh Shah.
Good morning, everyone. I truly wish I could be there with you in person today, but even though a screen, I can feel the significance of the moment. Because this is not just a conference, it's coming together of minds that have the power to shape the future. A few years ago at Sigma, we asked ourselves a simple question. Are we here to give degrees or to create a difference? That question continues to guide us. Today, as we host an international conference, our belief is very clear. Research should not remain limited to the papers. It should reach people, solve problems, and create impact. And in this journey, one thing stands strong. India is not just participating in global research. India is shaping it. Each one of you here, you are not just presenter or participants. You are bridge builders, bridging ideas with reality, knowledge with actions. So I invite you, let this conference not end as discussion, let it begin as collaboration. On behalf of Sigma University, I welcome you all and I look forward to the impact we will create together. Thank you so much and best wishes for the conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Harsh sir. I now wholeheartedly welcome Professor Dr. Gurnule from Kamala Nehru College of Nagpur, Maharashtra. Welcome, sir. Honorable Shri Shailesh Bhai Shah, patron and founder of University Sigma, respected visionary whose dedication to education has laid the strong foundation of the institution. His commitment continues to inspire generations for learners. Now I request Shri Shailesh sir, patron and founder of Sigma University, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Especially invited dignitaries and distinguished guests with the Sigma University. I'm very much proud to just flashback myself that how was going in the past when I was, as a founder, you can say, as a founder chairman of the university. But I somehow managed myself to convince that the foundation is much, much more important than anything go for development. And starting from that, I would say the topic today decided is International Conference on Advanced Research in Science, Technology and Management. That matches to Sigma University. Why I'm telling you, the meaning of the Sigma, almost all are engineers and maybe science graduates too. That summation of all. Without the making amalgamation of everything, there is nothing you can see for. We talk about the development. We talk about the research. We talk about the technology and science. But without the triangle of these things, there are the three wings that triangle is, one is research. The research is nowhere not at all useful while there is no technology to develop the research. The science is to support it. And by now you can understand that we are very late to take up this topic now, since the world is going gradually, not gradually, fastest in the development for such type of the topics. research is no more unknown to anyone. Technology that we are working wholly on that. Research also, technology and this science, making a gathering of that is a development you can say, and Sigma is accordingly that summation of all. So we hope that when we have such a distinguished guest from the foreigners, then the scientists, a very, very senior scientists, a world-renowned scientists are with us. And if this is going to be collaborated longer and longer, then we can see that this quotation or this topic will be right fruitful for the Sigma University, and we can now very near future can announce that we have made it possible. And I wish all you to support us. Thank you very much for all the staffs, and the management team, and the students who have participated here. And let us continue this progress to endless process. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shailesh sir. It is my honor to introduce our distinguished guest, Dr. Go Min Hai, Vice President of Ho Chi Minh City University of Economics and Finance. Dr. Hai brings with him a wealth of international experience in behavioral finance, strategic consulting, and innovation. With a strong foundation in operational excellence and strategic management frameworks, he has significantly contributed to advancing institutional growth and performance. A passionate advocate of liberal education and global citizenship, Dr. Hai emphasizes student-centered learning, creativity, and innovation in his academic pursuits. He is also a respected author and active contributor to entrepreneurial and social initiatives. We are privileged to have him with us today, and I will invite Dr. Go Min Hai to kindly address the gathering. If the pronunciation is correct, Chào mừng sir. I think that's welcome sir in Vietnamese.
Yeah, good morning. Warm welcome to the Sigma universities and dedicated members of the conference. It's my profound honor to contribute to the success of this conference. And actually, as you might know, I'm come from HUTEC Group. It's a young university, which is 30 years old now, and we serve for HUTEC is 40,000 students, and for UEF is 20,000. And we have also the international school from elementary to the high school. So yeah, and I'm come here not just as a role of the vice president, but I'm also a researcher. So I'm very happy to contribute to the conference. I do know that the conference stands as a vital intersection for academic rigor and industrial foresight, aligning perfectly with global efforts towards sustainable innovation and the digital transformation of management practice. So my address to this assembly, titled From Pipelines to Platform to Protocols, Orchestrating Values in the On-Chain Economy, explore a fundamental shift in how value is created and captured. We are moving beyond the centralized efficiency of platforms toward decentralized programmable protocols. This transition is not merely a technically update, it is structural revolution that is fundamental disrupting startups, strategies, and traditional investment tradition. The collaboration between the University of Economics and Finance and Sigma University represent our shared commitment to fostering an international environment where such groundbreaking ideas can flourish. We believe that bridging the gap between theoretical research and regulatory application, we can better prepare our students, faculties, and industry partners for the complexities of the global digital economy. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee at Sigma University for their vision of hospitality. May these new findings of the conference serve as invaluable resources for all who seek to navigate and shape the futures of technology and management. I look forward to the continued success of the conference and to the many impactful collaborations that will surely emerge from our time together in Valdolara. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. It is our privilege to introduce our esteemed guest joining us virtually, Dr. Lee Tien Trang, Vice President of HCMC University of Technology, UTech. With over 25 years of distinguished experience in higher education, she has made remarkable contributions in the field of internationalization, quality assurance, and academic excellence. Her visionary leadership and commitment to global collaboration continues to inspire institutions across borders. We are truly honored to have her with us today.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Honorable Mr. Sri Shaplabai Shah, the patron and founder of Sigma University, Honorable Dr. Hassan, the president of Sigma University, Honorable Dr. Riyes Gandhi, Provost and Vice Chancellor, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and especially students of Sigma University. On behalf Kim Cho, good morning to Sigma University community and organization committee of the conference, International Conference on Advanced Research in Science, Technology, and Management 2026. First and foremost, on behalf of Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology, HUTEC, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to Sigma University for inviting HUTEC to co-organize the international conference today. It is truly an honor for us to be part of this meaningful initiative. I'm sorry because today I'm in Shanghai and now in the bus. As the international chair, I believe that the two-day conference will be a meaningful platform where academics, researchers, industry partners, and policymakers will meet, share innovative ideas, and foster interdisciplinary collaboration to address global issues at regional and international level. Back into 2024, Dr. Riyes Handi visited HUTEC and official signed MOU. Since then, both university, Sigma University and HUTEC, we have a number of academic exchange. Last year, I had a privilege of visiting Sigma University on the occasion of the second Foundation Day celebration and delivering professional development to 21 faculty members. It was an exciting and interesting experience for me to share insight and to learn from the dedicated community of faculty members of Sigma University. And after that, we were very delighted to welcome Dr. Nipart, the Dean of Faculty of Engineering, and Dr. Rianskar, the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy. They both deliver workshops for faculty members and students at HUTEC, and they also immerse themselves in our cultural exchange programs. These interactions have significant strengthened our institution collaboration and laid solid foundation for our future collaboration. The two-day conference, I believe, strongly believe, that with the two-day conference, we will further deepen our collaboration and also contribute to advance innovation, knowledge, and sustainable development. And on behalf of PUTEC, I would like to wish the conference succeed and wishing you all good health and succeed in your endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, madam. The future belongs to those who innovate and dare to explore the unknown. It is my privilege to introduce Professor Anil Bharadwaj, Director of the Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad. Professor Bharadwaj is a globally acclaimed scientist and academician with numerous accolades and contributions to space and planetary sciences. He is an inspiration to the research community. Now it is my honor to invite our chief guest, Professor Bharadwaj, to deliver the keynote address, sir. It will take a moment. Thank you for your patience.
think leave it. Not an issue. I will manage. Okay. All set to go. Namaskar. Suprabhat. Kem છો? બહુ મજામાં? રામ રામ. રાધે રાધે. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. વણકમ. આદાબ અર્ઝ. આદાબ અર્ઝ. વણકમ. સત શ્રી અકાલ. ગુટેન મોર્ગન. બોમ દિયા. ब्लैंक हो गए. Okay, so first of all, let me thank the Sigma University for inviting me to this wonderful campus of Sigma University. The founder, Shailesh Bhai Shahji, the provost and vice chancellor, you call it Priyansh Gandhi, Jigar Patel ji, Honorable Managing Director, and the two gentlemen who joined us live, Shriya Shah and Harsha, the President and Vice Presidents, Agitha, the Dean and the Conference Chair, and all the wonderful delegates who have gathered here for this conference, which is being organized by Sigma University in this campus on advances research in science, technology, and management. So I thought it will be nice for me to give you some glimpses of what advances happened within the country. And therefore, I chose this topic of India on the moon, telling how the country is progressing in science and technology, including management, because you can't have anything without management. So I will take another maybe 20 to 30 minutes to quickly rush through, but to tell you how the country has progressed in this area of exploration in terms of looking at the moon. I essentially belongs to this laboratory called Physical Research Laboratory, which is actually called as the cradle of space research in India, essentially because the development of science and technology is linked to none other than Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is considered as the father of Indian space program. And all the activities related to space science, space technology, space research started by the establishment of Physical Research Laboratory in the year 1947. I hope you understand the importance of the year 1947, right? We became independent. And very soon after we became independent, on 11th of November, Dr. Sarabhai established this laboratory called Physical Research Laboratory. You are seeing this gentleman over here, who is none other than APJ Abdul Kalam, who was actually working with him in the Physical Research Laboratory, and he was sent to Trivandrum, Thumba, which is in Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, and to start the rocketry program. So when you talk about research, whether it's the rocketry program, the satellite program, the ballooning program, the application program, everything started under the leadership of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is called as the father of Indian space program. And hence, PRL is called as the cradle of space research in India. ISRO, I hope you all may be knowing, right? ISRO, ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, right? It was established in year 1969. PRL was established in 1947. So PRL is actually the mother of ISRO. Okay? And the first rocket launch, which took place from Thumba, where Dr. Kalam was sent to start the rocketry program, on 21st of November, carried experiments developed in Physical Research Laboratory. So PRL is actually known for developing instruments to fly in space. And when you talk about PRL, this is the main campus, which you see over here, which was established in the year 1952. And the person who came for stone laying ceremony for this campus was none other than C.V. Raman. C.V. Raman, you know? सब लोग जानते हैं? कौन है? हैं? नहीं जानते? I think students are sitting here. MSc, BSc,
BTech, MTech, right? CV Raman, we celebrate on 28 फरवरी, साइंस डे, भूल गए? याद है? So he is the Nobel laureate from India, right? And Dr. Sarabhai used to treat CV Raman as his guru. And therefore, when he started the physical laboratory, he called his guru to do the foundation stone laying ceremony. This is another campus of PRL in Udaipur called Udaipur Solar Observatory, which is in the middle of the lake, Fateh Sagar. We have another campus in Ahmedabad, and then we have an observatory in Mount Abu, which is 1.2, last 4 decades it is working, and this 2.5 is added now, which is the second largest observatory in the country. And here you see this observatory is the solar observatory, which is the only observatory in the country making observations using this telescope for studying the sun. Okay. Now let me take you to journey to the moon. Okay. And when you talk about lunar exploration, we talk about Chandrayaan-1 mission, which we had in 2008, followed by Chandrayaan-2 in 2019, about a decade later, and then Chandrayaan-3, the most celebrated mission from country, by landing into the south pole of the moon. Now Chandrayaan-1, which happened in October of 2008, reaching after 16 days of travel on 8th of November, carried 11 experiments on board. So you see here a spacecraft completely filled with different experiments, 3 of them going for the first time for exploration of the moon. And if you see this whole spacecraft, you see this gray box sitting over here, which you call as MIP, Moon Impact Probe, which was actually released from the mother spacecraft to land into the south pole of the moon on 14th of November 2008, implanting Indian flag on the lunar surface. So we have implanted lunar flag on the soil of the moon in the south pole, making this as the first man-made object from India to land into the south pole. There are a lot of science papers which has come out, more than 250 scientific publications, but the most important work is the discovery of water on the moon. पानी की खोज. Chandrayaan-1 mission ने बताया कि मून पर पानी है. We had Apollo landings in 60s, late 60s and early 70s, but till that time we were still thinking that moon is bone dry. Bone dry मतलब पानी नहीं है. It is the Chandrayaan-1 mission which told water exists on the moon. It is there on the surface, above the surface and beneath the surface. In addition, a lot of science results came out, which is given there in this, including discovery of new minerals, how solar wind interacts with the moon and things like that. Many of these papers came out as a cover page of international journals. And how does the moon surface looks like? You want to see that? रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा है. काफ़ी लोग अपने मोबाइल में बिजी हैं. You want to listen to the talk? Yes or no? Okay. This is how the surface looks like. मून की सतह है, मून का सरफेस, जिसको हम लोग सॉइल को रिगोलिथ बोलते हैं. And if you see here, these are all dots, white patches, they are all craters. मून पर बहुत धब्बे हैं. जिधर देखो उधर क्रेटर ही क्रेटर नजर आ रहा है. यहाँ देखो कहीं पे भी देख लो आप, क्रेटर नजर आएंगे. क्रेटर के अंदर क्रेटर, क्रेटर के बाहर क्रेटर, इधर क्रेटर, उधर क्रेटर, फुल ऑफ क्रेटर. तो कभी भी मून की परिकल्पना किसी चंद्रमुखी के चेहरे से मत कीजिएगा. ओके ओके, लेट अस गो टू Chandrayaan-2 mission. Chandrayaan-2 mission is much more complex and complicated than Chandrayaan-1 because it not only had a Vikram lander but also a Pragyan rover. Both are sitting inside along with the orbiter. We went into orbit around the Earth by launching on 22nd of July, finally going to elliptical orbit and then landing on 7th September 2019. We all know what happened, right? We lost signal about a kilometer away from the lunar surface. But the orbiter is still working around the moon. कभी भी आप रात में देखिए, आपको Chandrayaan-2 का ऑर्बिटर शायद नज़र आए, अगर आपके पास बहुत अच्छा दूरबीन है. And this instrument, 8 of them are still working for last 6.5 years. And the most important is optical high resolution camera, OHRC, which is used to decide the landing site for the Chandrayaan-3 mission. And this is the most sophisticated instrument currently operating around the moon, which has been used not only by ISRO, but also by NASA, JAXA, and other countries who have sent their spacecraft onto the lunar surface to know, because this fellow has a resolution of 30 centimeter or 1 feet from 100 kilometer. So 100 kilometer orbiter में जो camera लगा है, it gives you a resolution of 1 feet, and that's why all the countries in the world are now demanding this images taken by this camera for their own landing sites. This is dual frequency synthetic aperture radar. It gives you information beneath the surface to a depth of few meters. Or there are many other instruments, I will not go into science of that, but they are all operating well, providing us excellent quality of data, which has come out as scientific publications. I will skip this. Now let me talk about Chandrayaan-3 mission, which is much more celebrated mission from the country. But since we had an orbiter which is already working, we said we don't need an orbiter, we need a propulsion module. Propulsion module means a module which will carry the Chandrayaan-3 Vikram lander to the lunar orbit, and inside the lander is the Pragyan rover, right? Now, the Vikram lander, named after Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the father of Indian space program, it has 3 experiments which is seen over here. One is seismometer. Seismometer means it gives you seismicity, vibrations on the lunar surface. Chaste, the second experiment, which is providing us temperature distribution in the top 10 centimeter, and I will give you some science results to tell you the importance. And Langmuir probe is to tell us about the plasma distribution at a height of 2 meter from the lunar surface, because these 3 are instruments on the lander. On the Pragyan rover, we had 2 instruments, APXS, which is alpha particle access instrument, and LIBS, laser induced breakdown spectroscopy. This instrument is developed in PRL, okay, on the rover, and Chaste on the lander is developed in PRL. So we have instrument on the lander and on the rover. This is how the lander is sitting on the top of the propulsion module. This is in Bangalore, in the clean room, and once this whole spacecraft is assembled, it goes to Sriharikota, the launch pad. So this is very close to the launch pad. We are now testing it finally before assembling on the launch pad. Can you see this? This is the launch pad. This is the GSLV Mark III at the launch pad. Here is the coast. So this is the launch port of India, Sriharikota, in short, SHAR, which is also called as Satish Dhawan Space Center. Professor Satish Dhawan was the chairman of ISRO after the demise of Dr. Sarabhai. And the Chandrayaan-3 lander is sitting here, inside this heat shield, okay? You want to see the launch? Dekhna hai? Okay, let me see whether it works here.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Watch here.
4, 3, 2,
1, 0. Lift off.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LVM-3 N4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
प्रज्वलन और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन है LVM-3 M4 रॉकेट का। यह भीमकाय रॉकेट आसमान को चीरते हुए अपनी भयानक दहाड़ से चारों ओर कंपन उत्पन्न कर रहा है, जिसे हम यहाँ महसूस कर सकते हैं, और यही दहाड़ है जो वैज्ञानिकों को रोमांचित करती है। LVM-3 के उत्थापन के साथ ही हमारे अंतरिक्ष यान चंद्रयान-3 की चंद्रमा की यात्रा प्रारंभ हो चुकी है।
As the rocket is soaring through the clear skies, every second moving closer to the accomplishment of the most important milestone in its mission to moon.
So this is the LVM-3 which we call also as Bahubali. Bahubali पिक्चर का नाम नहीं, इसको आप थोड़ा सा ऑफ ही रखिए। अभी आपको सब पिक्चर और मूवीज़ देखने को मिलेगा, सोइएगा नहीं वरना मिस कर जाएंगे, okay? So this launch takes place about 5 meters from the mission control where we sit actually. Nobody is allowed at near the launch pad. And we used to feel the vibration about 5 kilometers away when this launch takes place. After the launch, we went into orbit around the Earth, went into a lunar transfer trajectory, got inserted into orbit around the moon, went into 100 kilometers circular, and then came down to 100 by 30. And from 30 kilometers, we started landing. This is completely autonomous landing. We talk about AI/ML, right? AI/ML is used here. No command control given from the mission control in Bangalore, where we are sitting, during the descent of the lander. It is completely dependent on all the sensors on the lander and the photographs which the cameras are taking. D-Day, all of you must be remembering, 23rd of August, around 6 p.m. How many of you watched it live? अभी दोबारा दिखा दें? हैं? Some of you did not watch, and you can see me also here. दिख रहा है? मैं कहीं बैठा हूँ? हैं? I am there. You can see me here, or you can see me here. He is the current chairman. He is the current chairman of ISRO, Dr. V. Narayanan. The former chairman, Shri S. Kiran Kumar ji. Then chairman, Dr. Somnath. And these are all directors of various laboratories or centers of ISRO. We are all busy watching at the screens to see the performance, but we can't do anything. Nothing can be done. It is all autonomous, decided by the lander itself. I will show you a small part only. We are now somewhere around 120 meters above the lunar surface. We started from 30 kilometers. Landing कैसे होता है? ऐसे होता है. लैंडर ऐसे जाएगा, फिर धीमे 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 वर्टिकल होता जाएगा, और वर्टिकल होने के बाद क्या करता है, वो डिसाइड करता है कि यहाँ कहाँ लैंड करना है मेरे को. That is also completely autonomous, and then it hovers around. Oh, this is better place. Craters are not there, boulders are not there, and then it lands. Okay.
Sensors that are updating at this point are providing confirmation of the safety of the landing site.
As expected, the retargeting is going on, and this is a very good signature for the lander. अभी आप ये देख सकते हैं कि लैंडर की ऊंचाई लगभग 65 मीटर के आसपास पहुंची हुई है.
So 65 meters, from 30 kilometers, we are very close to the surface now, and 2 engines are being fired. We had 5 engines on board.
2 engines are
Prime Minister was there in South Africa, watching it live from there.
Zero velocity, vertical and horizontal. We were hovering, and now we are approaching the moon's surface.
धीरे धीरे लैंडर की वेगमान को कम किया जा रहा है, और हम अब लगभग 50 मीटर से भी कम आ चुके हैं.
So 39, 37. You see the velocity here. This is vertical and horizontal velocities. But these were the parameters which is known to public. There were many more which was coming to us on our screens. And this is the lunar surface. Somewhere in between you will also see the glimpses of actual lunar surface seen by the landed. It, it still gives me goosebumps, you know, sitting inside and feeling that we have done it. Prime Minister waving the flag. So Chanda Mama apne ghar ke ho gaye, because we have landed on the lunar surface. The first country to land near the south pole of the moon. Okay? And so everybody was over the moon. Over the moon is a saying, right? So I was also feeling over the moon, so I took this selfie along with the Pragyan rover. So this is Pragyan rover, this is a model. But then, how the world was reacting. Let me show you this.
India has done it. It has become now the
has made space history, becoming the first nation to soft land a spacecraft on the moon's south pole. India has become the first nation to successfully land a spacecraft near the south pole of the moon. The country's PM Narendra Modi has praised the achievement, saying that the mission's success belongs to all of humanity.
The spacecraft Chandrayaan-3 is attempting to become the first to land on the moon's south pole.
India is the first country in the world to land a spacecraft near the moon's south pole. A moment of history for the country. It was a tense final 6 minutes as it descended onto the lunar surface. Let's show you the moment. First of all, let's take
Space Agency is celebrating the successful moon landing of its Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Okay, now India's lunar probe Chandrayaan-3 has landed on the moon's south pole. India is the first country to touch down on this part of the moon, which is believed to hold pockets.
We begin with some historic news. India has become the first country in the world to successfully land a craft near the moon's south pole. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was watching the mission from South Africa and congratulated the team back home. Let's take a closer look at what.
So this is how the world was reacting to success of India, because India became the first country in the world to land near the south pole of the moon. Okay, but we in the mission control, after a little bit of jubilation, were busy talking about taking out this Pragyan rover which is sitting inside the lander. As a scientist, we have to first bring that fellow out, right? So it is like a baby sitting inside the womb, and we have to take this out. And this has to happen on the moon's surface. Okay. So after a few hours of our discussion in the mission control, we decided, yes, now we should give a command to put this ramp so that the rover can move. We have done a lot of testing in the controlled environment in labs in Bangalore, but now it has to be done live on the lunar surface. I'll show you how it happened. The deployment of the ram on which the rover will come out. So this is the legs, shadow, ramp is deployed, and we could see the glimpses of this baby Pragyan. After that, we put on the solar panels. You will see it very soon. It is up, and the power will be, the batteries will be charged, because everything is working on the sunlight and battery is getting charged using the solar panels. So we left this rover for getting charged for 6 hours, and after that, once we are satisfied that batteries have been completely charged, we gave the command for its descent. So now hold and release, it started moving down. You see the shadow here, and you see the emblem, an Indian flag. This is the first touchdown. Watch out this. And I was doing this. Hold. Literally मेरे मुंह से निकल रहा था मिशन कंट्रोल, रुक जाओ बाबा, रुक जाओ. Because right in the front I was seeing a crater. And the baby has started walking, but then there is a crater in the front. He said, but problem is, if you give a command, it will be executed. Luckily, it just stopped before this first crater. After that, we did the analysis, taking the photographs using the 2 nav cam. There is a navigation cameras in the front. And we said, no issues, it will pass through. It passed through this crater, and that's how you can see the track of this rover. But then very soon, we found that there is a big crater in the front, this one. And we said, Baba, ye to nahi hoga. And we started moving it back. So you see the track of this rover as we moved onto lunar surface. After that, the Pragyan rover took the selfie of Bade Bhai, Vikram. You see it here. So this is the camera on the Pragyan rover taking the selfie or photograph of the Vikram lander. And this is actually very iconic picture, I can tell you. It clearly showed where we landed onto lunar surface, what was the condition of the lander, Vikram, and also gave us clear idea about the deployment of the 3 instruments. For example, ILSA sitting here, you can see it also here. Chaste, which has gone inside, top 10 centimeter, and Rambha LP, this is a Langmuir probe which gives us information about the plasma distribution. This location we know, it is called Shiv Shakti, right? And 23rd of August is celebrated as? Nobody knows? नेशनल स्पेस डे. जैसे नेशनल साइंस डे हम लोग 28th of February मनाते हैं. Government of India announced that 23rd of August will be celebrated as National Space Day, and all over the country it is celebrated as National Space Day. Now we landed at Shiv Shakti, right? So lander is sitting here. We started moving in this direction, saw this big crater. We said, "Nahi baba, ye nahi hoga, वापस जाओ." Then we started moving in this direction. Then the geologist or planetary scientist sitting in the mission control, they said, "No sir, we should go into this direction. These are fresh craters." Fresh craters means we will get more exciting science. And so started going in this direction, and then navigated this, went into very close by of this, and then finally the rover sitting over here. This whole path, which is traveled over a period of about 12 days, is 103.5 meters. So this is what we have traveled, that is the rover has traveled on lunar surface, and this mission was for 1 lunar day. You know 1 lunar day? कितना लंबा होता है? 14 days, correct. Because totally, as the moon goes around the earth, it takes 27.5 days. That's how you get that Ekasi, Purnamasi, Amavasya, right? Isn't it? So Indian all festivals and everything is lunar based, lunar calendar based. So we worked for 14 days and we got exciting science, which have been already published in more than 50 scientific publications. And this all instrument which is there on the lander and the rover has done fantastic work. I will quickly give you few glimpses. For example, seismometer, it gave seismic, even the rover when it was moving, it was telling us there is something movement happening. But there are some signals which is not attached to any activity on the lander or on the rover. It could be moonquakes or micrometeorite impact or something else which is being worked out. The Langmuir probe has told us that there is a plasma density distribution of about few hundred particles per cc near the surface. Chaste is a very unique instrument, first time done. What we did, we took a thermometer, you can say literally, and every 1 centimeter you have a sensor. And this was inserted into the lunar regolith up to a depth of 10 centimeter. And what does it tell? Can you read these values here? This is 260, this is 340. For 80 Kelvin difference between top and bottom within 10 centimeter. 80 Kelvin. That means regolith, the soil है moon का, वो highly non-conducting है. Heat is not propagating from the top to the down. And that was after the almost 10 days of observations. This is actually local time on moon. So you have to multiply by 14 to get the actual value. And there was a heater which you put it on to actually do a live experiment on the lunar surface for measuring the thermal conductivity. And the value you see over here, 0.01. So that means the moon soil is highly non-conducting. There was an instrument called APXS, which was developed in PRL, and it was sitting on the rover. So as the rover was moving, it was making measurements. So all places where the rover stopped, it was making measurements. And it used to be in this condition when the rover is moving, but when the rover stopped, we put this plate down to make measurements for about a couple of hours. You will see how this was actually happening. See the plate moving. So there is a plate which is moving down, and then we make measurements for about 3 to 4 hours. Then the plate is moving back, and then the rover moves. So that means every time this was being done for almost 30 times at different locations. And we got excellent quality of data talking us about what elements are present there. If you look at this, you will see that we have sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, sulfur, potassium, calcium, titanium, chromium, manganese, iron, nickel. You name any element which is major or minor, it has been detected. We also saw a little more higher abundance of magnesium, which we suggested that it could be due to the South Pole Aitken Basin. There is a huge crater, more than 1,000 kilometers in size, near the South Pole, which could have put a lot of magnesium at this landing site, and that's why you are seeing. So this paper came in Nature, which is the most reputed journal internationally. I will skip this. So what next? What we are planning to do? We are talking about Chandrayaan 4, which is sample return mission. अभी तक हमने क्या किया? मून का चक्कर लगाया ऑर्बिटर से, लैंडर ने लैंड किया, रोवर ने सरफेस पे मूव किया. बट अभी हम क्या चाहते हैं कि मून से हम सैंपल लेके वापस आएँ पृथ्वी पर, which is very, very technologically challenging, because if you look over here, there need to be docking in the lunar orbit and Earth orbit. There has to be a sample collection process, sealing, and then re-entry using the samples. So there will be two different launch vehicles which will be carrying two different modules. They will dock in the Earth orbit, go to moon orbit, part of it will land, part of it will come back into orbit, they will dock back, they will come to the Earth, and part of it will come back to the Earth. So this is the new technology which is being developed for this Chandrayaan 4 sample return. In addition, we are talking about Chandrayaan 5, LUPEX, which is the ISRO-JAXA or India-Japan collaboration. Now, idea here is that ISRO or India will develop the lander, Japan will provide the rover and the launch service. On the rover, we will have an instrument from India and from Japan. We will land exactly very close to the moon's south pole. And the idea is rover will go inside this black structure which you are seeing, which we call as permanently shadowed region. मतलब वहाँ पर sunlight नहीं जाता है. The idea is to know what is there, because nobody has gone and got any information about it. And this is the mission for about 3 months, where lander will land, rover will go inside, make observations, come back, get charged, go into next permanently shadowed regions, get information, do sample analysis, come back, go to the next one. So over a period of 3 months, this rover will keep on moving, but the lander will keep sitting at this place. That means I need sunlight continuously for 6 months. And this is the location which has been decided after a lot of surveys on the moon, telling which is the location where I can get sunlight for almost 6 months. In addition to this, we are also working on a Venus orbiter mission. We are working on a Mars lander mission. So these are all missions which, this one is approved by government. This we are working on currently. And with this, if I tell you what is happening beyond Chandrayaan 5, we are talking about Chandrayaan 6, Chandrayaan 7, Chandrayaan 8, and then finally cruise orbiter with human or an Indian landing on moon surface. So this is long-term vision for next 20, 25, 30 years. After this, it is not just landing. We want to have a habitat on the moon. So we are talking about the Bharatiya Chandra Nivas. And days are not far. You can say about 3 decades down, you will see humans actually living on the lunar surface. We have seen in the International Space Stations, humans are staying for 6 months to 1 year. Similarly, will be the case for humans staying on the moon surface. So all the youngsters who are sitting here in this audience, my request to you is to do your studies well, but after that, think about how you can actually contribute to the exploration which is being done by the country, because we need people from all branches of science and technology. You name anything, people are required here. Science, not only physics, chemistry, maths, but also biology, medical science, your, hospitality, which includes nutrition, because we are talking about space biology, we are talking about space medicine, We are talking about space nutrition. We are talking about space law, space management, economics, how space economics will be driven in the country. In addition to engineers from civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, blah, 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 blah. You name anything. Everybody, because once human goes into space, anything connected to humans is required. And probably very soon, maybe few decades later, tourism. Because tourists has to go, right? So it will look like, चलो हमारे बच्चे उधर हैं, मिल के आते हैं, let us go to the moon and have a visit and come back. But did you notice one thing? Chandrayaan 7 is lunar navcam. Now, सभी के हाथ में ये मोबाइल होता है, right? And we use GPS to know where we have to go, how far it is, how much time it will take. Moon में क्या करेंगे? We need GPS on the moon. So this lunar navcam is navigation communication system, which will tell where you are on the moon, how far is the next destination. Or when the two different nations are sitting on the lunar surface, how do they communicate to each other? Similarly, ISRU, in situ resource utilization. That means I don't want to carry much stuff from the earth to the moon. I want to utilize the resources which is available on the moon in situ. Otherwise, I cannot progress. And then use moon as a base to future exploration of going to Mars or Venus or comets or asteroids and things like that. So there is a lot of scope available for all the scientists and engineers, the budding scientists and budding engineers in this audience who can actually work. I hope you all enjoyed this visit to the moon virtually, but you can do it actually. Thank you.
This mission, how was your thrilling experience of that? 2 minutes or 1 minute or 30 seconds you can explain to us, because so much we are excited now, and how were you at that time, please?
So I was, as you must have seen, I was in the mission control, sitting in the front of the panel, and my eyes were glued to the panel to see what data is coming out from there. And we are also looking at the big monitors which was telling how was the velocity, how much is the distance, and things like that. This time, because I was there in the mission control at Chandrayaan 2 landing also, which was happening early morning at 2:30 a.m. But this time we were much more confident that things will happen right for us, because we have done a lot of analysis to understand क्या हुआ था Chandrayaan 2 में. And I can tell you, Chandrayaan 2 landing was not a failure. According to me, it was 98% success, only 2% failure. Reason being, these kind of technologies are not given by any country to other countries. You have to develop in your own country. And once we launched the Chandrayaan 2 orbiter going into the orbit around the moon, lander coming down to lunar surface exactly as we planned, except you can say 700, 800 meter, about a kilometer, which proved the landing technologies. Okay. So during that time, we were all feeling a little bit sad in the mission control, but then we said, finally, we will come back. And after 4 years of the hard work, we had the success in 2023. So I was feeling goosebumps. मेरे को तो literally बाल खड़े हो गए. बाल खड़े, goosebumps मतलब बाल खड़े हो जाना, right? तो मैं तो अंदर से ऐसा शिवर कर रहा हूँ, ऐसे हिलता है ना खुशी में, ऐसा हो गया था मेरे को तो. And people were actually shouting, weeping in the mission control. आपने देखा होगा ना फोटो में कैसा हल्ला मचा रहे हैं सब के सब. तो literally the whole atmosphere was jubilant and people were reacting with their own ways of reacting कि success मिल गया हम लोगों को. But then within 10 minutes, mission control people were there, but we as scientists are telling, अभी तो landing हो गया है, अभी प्रज्ञान रोवर कैसे निकालना है यार. We were started thinking on that immediately within 10-15 minutes कि भाई celebration हो गया, अभी चलो काम पे लग जाओ. We have to start working now, because We literally stayed there for 14 days in the mission control. 14 दिन तक हम लोग वहीं थे, सोना खाना पीना सब वहीं पास में, खाली लिटरली 2-3 घंटे रात को सोने जाते थे, just when everything is over, because it is 24/7 mission. And we were the one who were actually guiding कि इसको कहाँ जाना है. जैसे मैंने बताया ना कि पहले इस साइड में जा रहा था, फिर कहा नहीं नहीं इधर जाएंगे हम लोग. So we have to tell the mission people which direction it will go, how long it will stay, how long will the observation be taken, and then tell them भाई अभी चलिए, now you can give. And every command and control is tested on the ground before it is uplifted to the Chandrayaan lander. Lander will communicate to the rover. So it's a rover communicating back to lander, lander communicating back to the mission control in Bangalore. Bangalore will give command, it will go to lander, it will go to the rover, rover will act. So this is how the chain was, and touchwood everything went off very well, and we had a fantastic success, not only success but scientifically successful. Because a lot of papers which has come out are all in nature communication science and journals like that, which actually prove that it is not just technology which we have shown, but also scientifically we have come out with fantastic results. आप लोग थैंक यू सो मच. और मैं थोड़ा सोशल मीडिया पे भी एक्टिव हूँ, तो आप लोग देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर मेरे coordinates. So those who are interested can follow me on this social medias also. I hope you all enjoyed the visit to the moon, right? And if you want to continue to do that, keep following what is happening in ISRO. There are a lot of activities are happening, and there are a lot of opportunities for the students, which is also announced on the ISRO's website. Go there and see what opportunities exist for you to contribute into ISRO's program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Got to know really new things. It's now time for a moment that reflects the intellectual essence of this conference, the launch of Abstract eBook. I would request all the dignitaries to please come on the stage for the launch of Abstract eBook.
बाय द वे, जब तक आप देख सकते हैं, ये तो हट गया, यहाँ पे आप इस फोटोग्राफ में देख सकते हैं पाई. पाई दिख रहा है आपको? इसको हम लोग पाई पॉन्ड बोलते हैं. जैसे यहाँ पे सिग्मा यूनिवर्सिटी है, राइट, ऐसे ही हमारे यहाँ पाई भी है. सो वी हैव पुट अ सिंबल हियर पाई बिकॉज नथिंग कैन बी डन इन साइंस विदाउट पाई. Ready for the countdown? Yes. Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the release. Click to open PDF. Click करिए. क्लिक नहीं हो रहा है. इसको क्लिक करो. माउस से क्लिक करो. Launch is done already. Okay. Only you are not able to see here. Launch is there already.
Sir, by the demand of your clips
Yeah.
from our
Sure. You are capturing it live, right?
So we have the 16 experts from
Okay, thank you. So launch is over. You can go home.
Thank you so much, all the dignitaries. Thank you so much, all the respected dignitaries, for this gracious honor. This book will be surely inspiring a meaningful discussions and contribute significantly to the global academic community. Dr. Rohit Khedkar, Dean of FDSR and Organizing Secretary of this conference, has been instrumental in seamlessly contributing this grand event. I request Sir to please come on the stage to deliver the vote of thanks.
Yeah, good afternoon to all of you. Feeling gratitude and not expressing gratitude is like wrapping gift and not giving it. So to avoid this, I take this privilege as an organizing secretary, Rohit Khedkar. Thanks to all participants and take some other way of vote of thanks. First, I will congratulate our organizing team for flawless and seamless organization of this event. I thanks all the participants, experts, faculty members, researchers across the India. I give the fact we received around 306 abstract, and we after shortlisting we end up at 176 abstract and around 25 papers which are going for journals. I thanks all the experts we received, around 16 experts across the India, 4 from the outside India. I thanks special thanks to the Bharadwaj sir, because he shared his expertise as well as his experience which is really motivating to all the participants, all the faculty members of Sigma University. I thanks the collaborative university for the considering Sigma University for the event and collaborating with us. I special thanks to the conference chair, Dr. Ajita, for taking event by leading the event. I thanks now my special thanks to all my managements, Shailesh Bhai Shah sir, madam, our beloved VC sir, Jigar Patel sir, Pro VC sir, Registrar sir, CFO sir, for their help during this conduction of events. I special thanks to the all STDC team members, technical team members, IT team members, because of their efforts only, we are now live on YouTube, as well as the participants online are connecting with us. I happily say that the YouTube viewers are now crossing 100, and online participants are around 40 joining on teammates. So once again, thanks to all of you. If I missed someone, then really sorry for that. And once again, thanks to all the team members for a seamless and flawless organization of this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request all the esteemed dignitaries, deans, and all the deans and directors to join us here for group photo after the national anthem. I would request track 1 and track 2 participants to come back to the Sharda Auditorium after the lunch. As we come to a formal conclusion of this inaugural session, I request everyone to kindly rise for the national song and national anthem.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Shasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsnam Pulakitayamini, Pulya Kusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I would also request all the participants to please stay over here for the photograph. I would request all the committee members, dean, directors to please join on the stage for the photograph. Also the industrial experts.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Take one here.
Yeah, sure.
You should be in the center, madam. You are international. अंदर चले जाओ ना सर. हम तो होते ही.
Sir, आप बीच में आ जाओ. Wait, sir.
All participants also are there. Sorry. All participants who want to take a photograph with scientists, then please come. Fast.
Take complete one.
आगे जाओ आगे जाओ, वो बाजू से थोड़े आ जाओ, फ्रॉम दैट साइड कम, यहाँ से वो पीछे जाके चले जाओ, यहाँ से पीछे जाके चले जाओ, दैट साइड से ऊपर लेना।
वो बोल दिया
यहाँ पे ब्रेकफास्ट हो वहीं पे।
Hello, everyone. Please pay the attention. We have a selfie booth over here in the campus. So everyone outside the Aryavad Bhavan, so everyone can use that. Thank you very much, everyone.
Participants can join for lunch at Hotel Management Building. You can use a selfie booth for taking photographs as well outside Aryabhat Bhavan. And track 1 and track 2 participants, after your lunch, please assemble here. Track 3, you have to go to first floor Hotel Management Building at Tia Maria. Yes? You will be having the same message in your WhatsApp group as well.
Please take your.
Dear participants, lunch hotel management માં છે. After lunch track 1 અને track 2 આજ વેન્યુ પર પાછા આવવાનું છે અને track 3 management track hotel management માં જવાનું છે. So please join us for lunch. Also take photograph and tag Sigma University if you are posting somewhere. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.